I'm fine, dude.
Hey.
Do you want to check it first?
Oh no.
Alright. Oh mate, with loads of room.
Look, it looks trick.
Yeah, loads of room.
Turn that off so that it doesn't flag on YouTube. By the way, this is actually the introduction I've already introduced.
Okay.
Welcome to the morning drive.
Are we on?
What do we call it last time? We tried to do it last time.
Mike drives, no.
Drive time.
Drive time.
Yeah, drive time.
I like drive time.
Right, welcome to Drive Time. It's day one of Rampage. Yesterday we visited the site to look for lines. What are our challenges? What are our challenges this year?
We've got to beat up G this morning because he's picked the same line as us, which is quite hard because he's quite big and strong. So
He is strong, yeah.
yeah, so we're putting Deeks on that one, and then you and me are going to go dig something else, aren't we?
Alright, sounds good. Yeah, sounds good.
No, but to actually, like, the whole mountain is completely open, and before we got here I had an idea of going on this big like sort of mound of dirt at the top, which is sort of no one had been on before, and then we got up there, and as we got up there, G walked up there, so it was, I was thinking of going on that as well, and I was just like,
It's a pretty heartbreaking moment, wasn't it? Because
Like, we had a name for it and everything.
yeah,
Everyone already
exactly. We had the
explained
marketing like
We
a
were all
plan.
there.
So basically, it was actually what makes it suck the most is it was the one thing. Like we don't have anything on this line
we weren't here last year.
because we weren't there last year. So a lot of people already have an established line, and it was the one thing that you'd picked out and you'd like done research on.
Yeah.
And we got up there first, and we stood on it first. Like it's a weird situation here because you don't really have ownership over anything.
Not at all. And like G's obviously been there last year just to have a look around. He wasn't riding, and he'd obviously got his eye on it as well, so great minds think alike, I guess. And yeah, it was just, and it's complete, there's no foul play or anything. It's just like, for me, I was like, I wanted to be on here, like, but I think we're gonna end up sharing a line, which we haven't done in the last 8 years of Rampage. But I mean, if there's a guy we want to share it with, it's G. So
There's only one feature, we've got to remember that, because we found the thing, didn't we?
Whoa.
We have found another thing. We have found another thing.
Or is that waiting for another episode?
No, I don't think so. I don't know how these episodes are going to go. I think gradually we're going to become less and less like enthusiastic.
I think I like this every morning. Let's do one of these.
Should we give it a go?
Yes, dude. Why not?
It's like a team meeting as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that you guys are involved with.
That's true, actually.
Yeah, there we go.
I'll tell you what. If there's ever a video you want to like engage with, please like stick questions in for the next episode and this one. That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We've got to be a bit careful that we don't have like toothpaste around our mouths or anything for like 20
That's true.
minutes, and then someone's got.
Well, we've got a valid excuse this morning, though, haven't we? If we have.
Yeah. We woke up in a hotel, and the hotel's on like, it's not even backup generators, they've just got like little LED lights all over the place. So I already feel, I woke up at 5 this morning and edited a YouTube video, and you already feel a bit jet lagged and weird, and then for it to have like a power cut, and it's super dark in the mornings here in the desert, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it's quarter past 7 now, and it's only light, the sun's only just coming up, but yeah, I mean I woke up at 6:30 and Ollie had already been down at breakfast, and then Deeks was just leaving the room, and he was like, yeah, Ollie's got the key, so there's no power, because we didn't realise there's a power cut. So I'm just like, okay, I'll just get my stuff together and just walk down. And then as I left the room, because obviously you have to put the key in the key card holder, which we thought before we left.
Yeah.
So I'm like scurrying around trying to put my credit card in this key holder that I think but there's nothing there, and I'm getting so pissed off with myself. 6 in the morning, like trying to find this thing that doesn't exist, and I end up just working myself up into a rage, and then just leaving the room. Like, fuck Ollie, and then go downstairs and then find out there's a power cut.
I think we all had that thought with Ollie this morning, because I was looking for the old shit tickets this morning, but I couldn't really see him that well with the. With
You
the
were
light.
really annoyed with me, were you?
Well, it just
for
doesn't
the power cut.
Well, there we go.
Last night we had the first bin head. Deeks strangled me and put a bin on my head, but he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it on my head, so it smashed into my temple, and he actually drew blood for the first time this trip.
And that bin was a big bin.
Well, I mean, all right, yeah, I've got a big head. Yeah, I do have a big head. Hey, we're currently driving down a road where there's a house. Yeah, there's a house. How would you explain what the house looks like now, Bren?
A big rock.
Oh, that one.
I think it's coming up on the right. Basically, they had a rock slide, and honestly, like a cartoon, there's a rock on top of a house, and you can kind of see the wreckage. Not a landslide, a rock fall.
Oh, it's so savage to see.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's like
It's here in a minute, isn't it?
pretty crazy actually. Anyway, yeah. Don't know, but it's after that one.
Is it? Yeah.
But you can, I mean, for sure, don't build a house behind that, in front of that.
Oh, it's such the rock. Oh yeah, there it is. Is that it?
They've got a house around it now, have they? No.
No, maybe that's not it. Oh yeah, that's it.
Where?
The size of that thing.
Dude.
That is a house-sized rock.
Wow.
It's nice to be back out in the desert, actually.
Yeah, it is, especially in the mornings like this, especially when you temporarily forget the job ahead of you, the task in hand. When you forget that and you realise you're out in this beautiful spot, it's good. And then stuff dawns on you and you're like, oh, I hate this place.
I think yesterday was a slight struggle. We felt a bit aimless, didn't we?
It's an eye opener, isn't it?
But what you brought up earlier, we haven't talked about yet. So we have another feature as well, don't we?
No, I think maybe keep it.
You reckon keep it?
Nah.
No, let's no.
We're going.
No,
We go.
do the progression of it every day.
Okay, well we're calling it.
Yeah, we're calling it. Yeah.
Well, if Brent's the call, you're the one who's sending themselves off it, mate.
Basically, when we had that hiccup of like, I think Godsey as well wants to use this big feature that it's not our feature, or we even found it. It's been there for years, but Godsey wants to use it as well. So when that happened, we had to sort of have a bit of a reroute, and so we've unfortunately found a massive canyon gap, and it's probably twice as big as we've ever done before, so we don't even know if it's possible. We're kind of going to commit to it this morning, aren't we?
I think we're going to get some footings in on the canyon gap this morning.
We found one first, and it just didn't look as impressive. You think about the one Bren did 4 years ago. Well, there we go. The one we did 4 years ago was such an iconic feature. It was like a proper canyon. We found another one that was probably just as big, but it just didn't look the same.
It was just a little bit of a wet fart, wasn't it?
Was a little. So this one, we sort of looked at it and it looked ridiculous, and it is ridiculous, but obviously send old Brent to the top to see if he reckons it's on.
Right.
And there we are.
Right, just as a bit of an insight, I found this interesting, right? So we're looking at it. Deeks and I are looking at it in terms of like camera angles. We're looking at how fucking massive it looks and this and that. Brendan will refuse to look at it from the side. I've watched him walk past it, not look at it from the side. I've shown him a photograph, which if you're on my broadcast channel, you've got a bit of BTS stammer. He won't look at the canyon gap from the side. Can you talk us through that, Bren?
Well, it looks completely impossible from the side, but from the front, we can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Speed.
Well, I mean,
No, not speed. It just looks like, you look at it from front. It just looks. You can imagine there's nothing in the middle, like it's filled up, and I can fully picture it working. But from the side, it looks like you're jumping over the Grand Canyon, which is this absolutely mental, and it is a lot bigger than anything we've ever done before. So that bit's a bit worrying.
Oh, could be the biggest.
Don't know. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's pointless.
have you got a name for it yet?
Not yet.
You did just say Grand Canyon.
We can't call it the Grand Canyon.
We'll jump the Grand Canyon.
We could call it the Grand Canyon.
No.
Maybe that's something that people can suggest in the comments
Give them a
below.
picture of it today and see what they think.
Shall we? Should we edit a picture into this?
Yeah.
All right, done. Right, and then, but really, currently the line has a lot of holes in it. We've got a lot of stuff to actually work out. But how you tend to build a line, I would say, in experience from previous years, we've always found bits and then we've linked them together, right?
Exactly. You find And when I looked at previous runs, like often like a top 5 run, there'll only be like 3 big features or 3 features that people have done. But it's impressive to get to that score. So you've just got to find the big features and then link it up and for us, we want to link it up in a fast racer style fashion without any plodding around. There's definitely going to be one part of our run which is going to be slow, but that's fine because it's going to be after a huge canyon. But oh no, actually we don't know yet. It's day one. Haven't even got our shovels in the ground yet, so we'll see.
Fresh eyes today. Yeah. The problem was yesterday we were all still a little bit jet lagged.
We're a bit of a funk as well after that news. So.
Yeah, absolutely. So right, we got the tools. Deeks, talk us through the tools.
So we have got the pickaxe, which many of you would know for just picking a couple of rocks out.
That's
obviously
your tool.
Apparently it's my tool. We've got the shaping shovel, which is Ollie's sort of craft.
What does that look like?
Bit of a flathead, just to either hit competitors with or just make a lovely takeoff. I don't know.
Yeah.
One thing about the tools actually, which is very important, which you guys might not have seen, is that they are all custom. Why is that, Ollie?
That's right, because we've actually got a full DMR toolkit. When we say custom, I mean
the rattle can.
Yeah.
We got a rattle can. We've got some old school DMR legendary stickers, and there you go. Thanks DMR for supplying the tools.
Absolutely, big up DMR.
Big thanks, DMR.
Is that our only shared? All 3 of us shared sponsor? I think it is. Yeah. So there you go.
We're on a VisiFrame shed this weekend.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah, in VisiFrame.
Surely you and me, but not all 3 of us.
No, all 3 of us. Yeah, no, there are quite a few shared. There's some shared, there's some shared ones. But thanks DMR for the tools. It's really nice to have them. We've already dumped them up the top of the hill, so let's get some pictures with them before they get mangled.
Rattled.
Yeah.
Quite like a bit of patinaed rag. They're going to look good at the end. Let's get before and after shot.
That's a good idea, yeah. Before and after.
To mention sandbags. Sandbags is a good thing to mention to the audience that don't know too much about.
How many we got, Deeks?
We've got 75 sandbags. Each rider is allowed 75 sandbags, and that is it. You are not allowed to bring any more sandbags onto site because you get a big DQ. So that is it.
It really actually does, like, they're very, very useful sandbags in this dirt. They're like they make stuff possible. It's really hard to you don't necessarily always find rocks. You tend to have to build like almost like retaining walls for every feature, because if you just chuck dust doesn't make a particularly steep edge. So yeah, I just saw a raccoon squished on the road. I don't know if I've seen one before.
Is it a raccoon or skunk?
I think it was a raccoon, yeah.
I saw the tail, yeah.
Yeah, they're mischievous creatures, aren't they, Deeks? A little bit like yourself.
There we go. And on that note, we're nearly at the venue, look.
We're turning up now. I hope that was good. I hope that was interesting.
Extreme caravan park.
Convention.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't it?
So much money.
They are indeed. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this goes live, so you're going to be like super up to date, right?
Hopefully it's like a daily.
Yeah, that'd be really good, wouldn't it?
It's going to be a weird time, UK time, but obviously you'll catch up at some point.
We'll just keep on spewing them out, won't we? Between the 3 of us, make sure you keep up to date with everything that's gone on. Deeks has got an episode out. Brendan's got an episode out. Hopefully, I'll have an episode out, and we're all in the middle of an episode.
Smashing the Connie this year. Yeah. I think we've decided to just get it out there. So keep you guys up to date. There's no messing around.
First or last?
Well, 8 o'clock it opens, I think. So we actually are early.
We're early.
Wow.
We're keen beans. Thanks for joining us. Peace and love. All the best. See you tomorrow.